Okay, and another key responding agency is the Tuolumne County Sheriff's Department. Our Sheriff, Jim Ely, has been really paying attention to all this, and his staff has been working around the clock and doing a tremendous job. And representing the Sheriff's Office today, we have Sergeant Scott Johnson.
Thank you for inviting us. On behalf of Sheriff Mealy, we want to thank you all for attending and with the great amount of cooperation that we've been getting through our evacuation process. I'll make this real quick because I know you probably have a lot of questions and want to hear the next speakers. But I think it's important so you know what the different levels of evacuation status are. We work in basically three areas: an evacuation warning, an evacuation advisement, and an evacuation order. Okay? 99.9% of the time we work in the advisory, and it's exactly what it is. If we give an evacuation advisory, we're advising you that we feel it's time for you to evacuate. You can make that choice whether you evacuate or not. But once that evacuation advisory goes out, and we do that by reverse 911, you might get a call on your phone at home. We have numerous law enforcement in the field. We try to go door to door. But once that advisory goes out, we're advising you that we think you should evacuate. You don't have to go. But if you choose to stay, we can't guarantee your safety from that point forward. Okay? It's a very broad spectrum. A good example now would be Willow Springs area. Okay? Willow Springs area under an advisement, but probably a lower level advisement than I would say that part of PML is, if that makes sense. We can work within that. Okay? If we get to an advisement, we're about to get to an order, and an order is exactly what it sounds like also, where if it's evacuation order, like it is in Pine Mountain Lake Unit 12, we're ordering you to leave. And that just allows us to do some legal things, shut some roads, deny access, some things like that. But please remember, if you're an adult, you can make your choice to stay. If you should choose, we don't recommend it, but you can make the choice to stay. But if you have children and that fire is close, or we feel there's an imminent threat that's a threat to those children, we do have the power to take children into protective custody. So know that. We've never had to do it, but know that is an option we have. Okay? Like I said, we are only in an order in this county for 268 homes in Pine Mountain Lake Unit 12. No matter what you've heard, we are not under an order anywhere else. We have road closures, okay, leading into Tuolumne City, who's under an advisory. We now moved our road closure up to North Tuolumne Road at 108. So the entire North Tuolumne corridor, that road, is now residents only. The highway's still open. And we do that for a lot of reasons. Mainly because there's so much fire traffic and there's so much law enforcement traffic there that we can't get the apparatus moved like we need to. So we need to restrict that. And I know everybody wants the big, beautiful pictures of the fire, but not everybody needs a big, beautiful picture of the fire. And that's what it looks like out there. I mean, it looks like it's just a giant traffic jam. So that's why we do that. So, real quickly, we have evacuation advisories in Tuolumne City, Ponderosa Hills, all of North Tuolumne, both sides of the road, Sherwood Forest area, all in there. If you went out to 108 and made a right, the south side of the road, Sugar Pine, up to Miwok, okay? And then down below, Willow Springs, Solseyville. I don't think I need to talk to South County too much, but that's what we have going on right now. Twain Harte is under no evacuation information at all. Not a warning, not an advisement, not an order. Okay? And I guess that's what I have. I guess the very last thing I want to say is, just because you don't see fire in your yard doesn't mean it's not time to evacuate. We evacuate for a lot of reasons. Fire could be coming. There could be numerous fire apparatus coming to your neighborhood, and you have to go now or you won't get out. Another big one is your power may be shut off and be out for quite some time. Any number of reasons why we evacuate. If you are thinking about not evacuating because of your animals, animal control is doing a great job. They will take any and all animals. There's parakeets down there, there's fish down there, there's cats and dogs, large animals. And yes, you do get them back when the fire's over. Tuolumne County Transit's done a wonderful job. If you need help in evacuation, as long as it's not a large animal, they'll let you take those on the bus and down, okay? And at the fairgrounds, they'll take those animals also with them. They ask that you not drop off animals, but if you're going to evacuate there, you can take those animals. And the last thing is, I've heard several times that people don't want to evacuate because they're afraid for the security of their home. Not exactly the fire, but what's going to happen to their home when they leave. You evacuate, we don't. Okay, we've made a request through State Office of Emergency Services, who's been wonderful. We have 60 law enforcement officers from various agencies all over the Central Valley up here. We're 24 hours a day. We evacuate an area. We remain in the area to help assure your property stays safe. We've had no instances in our evacuation areas of any looting, theft, anything like that. You might have heard we made 3 arrests last night in Tuolumne City, 2 drunk in public arrests, and 1 person had some misdemeanor warrants and happened to walk by the command post. So, not so smart on her part, but she went to jail. But please continue to be cooperative with our law enforcement, our firefighters out there, and we'll get through this thing together. Thank you.